First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a handoff to Swift.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. Second and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Swift. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They go back to the ground. This time Swift works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Carter escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's a diving catch right side. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw. Carter steps away to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, Swift. And he's going to press this one forward as they... It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Swift again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, it looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Carter. He's going to air one out. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Now a first down throw. Watson dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success, might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
This is Smith with a grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Dillon, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Back to throw is Carter on 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And now here's a carry heading left. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd and 9, Watson.
That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Dillon. It showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Running left is Dillon.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Dillon now off the option, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Eagles going to take the 1st of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Dillon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Here's Fuller with a catch. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Watson on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davidson. Touchdown, Eagles. Zach Davidson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. They'll try and run it here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Being chased out left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Watson off play action. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. it's Watson. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Watson looks to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're going for it. It's Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Carter. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Philly.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the big man Dillon with it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Dillon, a 22-yard scamper. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Off play action. Carter. He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to go down again. And we'll go with the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Room past the 20. Quick slant here to Smith, as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to fourth down. Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they... Turn it over. They go play action here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's depth.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Lutt's to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Watson now to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, 78 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Lions are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Watson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Watson. Airing it out deep for Smith. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. And that'll make this a 10-point game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. Well, it looked like the Eagles got this back. Yes, Philadelphia football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Making it happy, Captain.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
What's good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Back to throw, Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 58 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their bodies.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. picked off with great anticipation. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.